What's good with it in the hood with it? Welcome back to the collective clips where you already know we're tossing around over here, man. Don't get tossed up. I said, don't get tossed up. Let's get to the Super Norteno intro. Welcome back to the collective clips. And if you haven't already hit that like and subscribe button, make sure you go ahead and do that. Put your notification bell on all things so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content that I stay kicking. And I appreciate the support, man. I'm very humbled. Thank you very much, man. I couldn't do it without you. Whooping! Right? Are you ready for another adventure with Super Norteno? Man, this is called the roller rink stink. Oh, wait, chorro on the roller rink? Knock the shit out of him. I'll just say that, right? So I don't know about you guys, but as a kid, I grew up going to the roller rink. That was the thing, right? We had a place in Merced called Rollerlands. I don't know if it's still around. You know, I don't know if kids are getting their speed skate on, but back in the days, it was the spot. It was the thing to do. They used to have skate night, so you used to go in the evening. And then the best night of every year was New Year's Eve. All the parents want to get all fucking drunk, drop their kids off with no money right there because you got free pizza and free pancakes in the morning. And it was cool, man. You go hang out in the roller ring, little gang members in the corner over here, brothers over there, the woods over there, brother. Like, I don't even like skating, but I like meth. And if you get on meth, then you like skating, right? And then you had a lot of everything, but it was mostly children. There were some adults. I've told the story. I got bamboozled and beat up by a couple bloods on power rule, just the way it was. Didn't stop me from going back to the roller ring. Well, there was another ring in Modesto called Roller King way back in the days, right? And I got a lot of family from Turlock, Modesto, Ceres, that whole area. You know, the whole area is that we're like roaches. We're just infused into the calles there. And so a lot of my primos, they used to go to Roller King. When we went to Rollerland, they were at Roller King. And for about a year, I didn't go to the roller ring because I got beat up. So let me tell you guys that story, and then we'll get to the whooping. I think I'm going to shit myself. He did. Mike, hey, fucking stinks in his car. Well, who shit themselves? And I don't mean just cut a fart, like really, like that type of shit. I said, oh, that's your son. Now, my son is not a punk. You know, I think that's you. I think that's you. No, yeah. Look at his calzones. He had to take them off. They're all shitted on. Well, ain't that some shit? You know, my tía was crazy. So anyways, my primos called us from Roller King, like, hey, you guys got to slide through. You're going to come over here. But prior to that, I didn't go to the roller rink because I had a bad experience. Let me tell you about that experience. I've said it before. I'm going to say it again. Here's the experience. I was a young kid. It was me and my brother. He was little, very little, right? A few years younger than me. And it was a couple friends of ours, a couple cousins. We're at Rollerland. We're all happy and shit. And so everybody always wanted, there's like in Rollerland, you walk in and they sell all the food right there. And that's where you get your skates. And then it's like a big old L. And then you go around the L shape. And that's where they had all the video games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Street Fighter, all the good shit. Ghosts and Goblins. Who remembers that game? Say it fast 3 times. They say, right? Soul Gang. So they had all that right there. And then they had the lockers where you put your shit in there. And then the roller ring was big, right? They had the DJ bumping music, you know, typical roller ring. And there's always the cute girls from school that you're trying to get at, but you're too scared to. They're all there, all the homegirls. Everybody's there. Okay, at this time, this is pre-gangbanging. I wasn't quite there yet. I was on the cusp of being a gang member. This actually pushed me. This gave me the motivation and the push to like, fuck these dudes, right? And boom, I'm a gang member. But we're there. We're just little kids having a good time. And we hung out right there by the arcades because one thing about me, and I don't know about you, is we never had money. My mom gave us $5. You need to split that. You guys need to eat on that. And of course, I ate the pizza and I gave my brother a corn dog. Eat it sideways. That was how it went. And so I'm already upset because I got to watch my little brother and shit, man. He's little, right? My little brother's down, man. He ended up turning into a monster. So that's a different story. You know, after 24, 25 years in prison, got to do that to a motherfucker. So anyways, we're kicking it. And I remember we were sitting right there by the arcade and we're trying to devise how we could bamboozle some chick out of some money because we see some chick. She had like $100 bill. Parents must have got money. And I was like, man, I can go get at her. We're having a little junta, little youngsters. And anyways, as I'm kicking it, right, there's a gang of bloods right there. Big old black dudes. Grown men, 30-year-olds. Grown, just Ricky Rose. There was a black dude looked straight up like Poetic Jala, right? Big fat dude and another thin dude all cut up. And man, we had nothing in life to do with these guys. They had nothing to do with us. We're just little Mexicans trying to try on our skates, right? I'm trying to wear size 8 when I really needed size 7. And these black dudes are having a conversation. It's getting a little hostile. They're being a little loud, right? And there's these chicks there, black chicks, they're arguing and everything. But it doesn't look like they're really going to fight. It just looks like they're being loud and they're all together. And all of a sudden, this big black dude turns to me. He was like, hey, blood. I was like, on Paru? He was like, hey, blood. I'm looking like, where's a big man? Where's a grown man at? Because I'm 9 years old, right? I'm like, yeah, yes, sir, right? Yes, black man, sir. He was like, hey, who y'all think hits harder, me or him? And they're both giants. And of course, I'm a little asshole. I was a bad kid. I was from the hood. I grew up in the barrio, right? So instead of just being a normal kid and saying, wow, sir, you guys probably both hit hard. I ain't no fucking sucker, right? So I said, it doesn't matter because it's only going to hurt for a little while. Boom. He damn near killed me, right? Boom. My head hit the locker. I was all bloody, fucked up. Grown man. I'm a little kid, man. And the other one, he goes, how does that feel? How hard was that hit? It hurt, right? And the other black dude was like, how about this one? Boom! He really gave me the business. The one that looked like Poetic Jala, looked like his legs are overweight. I was like, oh, no. That second one devastated me. My brother was all scared. All my friends got up and left me, right? Motherfuckers left me hanging even back then. My brother was standing strong, like, ready to take one, right? They end up leaving, whatever. People were like, hey, you can't hit kids. They end up getting escorted out of there, man. They're like, we're waiting on your ass. I'm like, man, I'm a little ass tiny kid. Whatever. Emotionally, to this day, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to beat up Whack 100 because of that, right? I never got over it. But look, trip out. It was about a year, and I didn't go back to the roller ring for a while, man. I was like, nah, it was an upsetting experience. So anyways, here's my cousins a year later, and they're inviting me and Ricky, and I'm at my tia's house, and my tia's like, what? I'm not going to give you guys a fucking ride to the roller rink. I'm not going to do it. We were young back then, right? I'm not going to give you guys a ride. You guys don't have gas money. Tia, we don't have jobs. We don't have nothing. You don't have nothing. So why the fuck do we have something? That's because you guys cut lawns. Oh, who the fuck you think's going to pay for you guys to get in the ring? Your bitch mom better pay for. I'm like, God damn, man, calm down. No, because I always have to pay for everything. What? Because she has to spend her food stamps. We have to eat. We're humans, right? No, that's not the way it works. I said, you tell the paisa in the back. Go, what do you know about the word paisa? Spell it, asshole. You can't even spell it. You can't speak Spanish. That's the first mistake. You're in this country and you don't know how to fucking say, yo quiero una Taco Bell. Get right before I get you right. And you can't get right. And we're going to call you Lefty Dumb Play. That's it. My tia always wipe her brocha. She had a little thin one. Make sure it's going. Does it look good, mijo? Does it look good? Should I wax it? Should I wax on, wax off? Mr. Miyagi. So my tia's like, okay, get your asses in the van. I'll take you. So we're going to Modesto. She's going to take us to our tia's house. From there, we're going to try to fucking scramble up. We only had $10. We're going to try to scramble up whatever we can to go. So we end up going to Roller King. Now, at this time, we're already in the gang mix. I am. Ricky's on the cusp. Now it's his turn to be on the cusp. He's younger than me, right? So I'm already gang banged out, man. This is probably like less than a year before. I'm young. This is less than a year before I went to YA for a murder case, right? And so I think I'm super Norteno. I'm walking around like whopping. I'm on my shit like ta, 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 ta. I didn't even know what a Huelga bird was yet, right? And Ricky is like, whopping, man. What do you keep doing that with your arms? That shit looks cool, but at the same time, it looks like it hurt, right? I'm like, nah, Ricky. But I had been grooming Ricky, lacing him up, letting him know, no, not grooming in a weird way. He's my cousin, you idiot, right? But like telling him, hey, this is what it's going to be, indoctrinating him, educating him, bro. We're going to get into the motherfucking mix. If we see any sound starters or anybody wants to play right now, you got to understand, back in these days, different gangs beef. There was red on red. Like it wasn't just all Norteños together. Hey ho, we're Norteños. It wasn't that. There was no unity. Every barrio for itself. And now we're all up in Roller King, all up in Roller King's guts, Stasin, right? And I ain't gonna lie, there's some about Modesto where they got bad chicks. So we're with my cousin. My little cousins are hard asses. They're older than me. They're like 15, 16 gangbangers. And I had two primos. And these dudes were like in the mix. They were from East Side Modesto, Airport District, right? And they let everybody know they were gangbanged out. So me and Ricky are right there. And my tia, she had told us, hey, if you guys get in any bullshit on you, I don't care if they kill you. That's as I'm just going to keep getting Social Security. I'm going to tell them, hey, it's not my fault. And somehow, some way, I'm going to keep paying my bills. You little fuckers, hey, I've tried. I've dropped you off at the river, drown. I've dropped you off at the canal. I wish the crawdads would bite you. I dropped your ass off at the ocean, like, please, piranhas, I pray for you, right? My dad was like always trying to get rid of them. You know, like she was like, hey, but look at, we're gonna go on a field trip. A field trip, this ain't school. It is today. I'm gonna school your ass. I'm taking you way out to Monterey. If you're able to swim with the fucking porpoises back, then you've earned your place here. If you can't, well, fucker, that's on you. Literally, man. As young kids, we had a car at the end. She had to put us on the Greyhound so we can get home. And me, like a dumbass, I was always with Ricky, looking out for him. I couldn't even look out for myself. So, anyways, we're all up in Roller King. Okay. And remember, at this time, I'm not gonna lie. Every time a black dude walked past me, I was jittery because I got my whole jaw mangled. My shit, look, see that? On Paru. So I'm rocking right there, and Ricky's like, "Well, there's a lot of people looking at us." I said, "There's no one looking at us. They're Southsiders, and you want me to get off?" I was like, "Yeah, I do. Be a crash dummy. I literally, I do. I really want you to." And so, we're young and we're having fun, man. We kind of forget about this shit, right? And then body warfare happens. See, anywhere you go when there's gangs involved, they are gonna fuck shit up. They're gonna mess it up. It's just what happens, right? So of course, there's dudes there from different neighborhoods. I think it was the deep South Side, and it was a Southsider gang, man, that was out there from Modesto. I think they were called like Night Owls or fucking, I don't know. I know they called them the Gummy Bears. That's what they call, something like that. Anyways, they started going at it, and it was older cats. I don't know what the fuck. What are you doing coming into a roller room with a bunch of kids to fight, to have a gang fight? But that's what happened. And Ricky, right, runs over there to get involved and hits a northerner. He's supposed to hit the south sider. He hits the northerner, right? Because he doesn't know better. Swings. He's a little kid, and this dude hit him so hard. That motherfucker was on skates. He just went, flew back, right? And he hit his head on the roller ring, and he shit all over. He just shit himself. I thought he was dead. I was like, whopping, right? My other primos, they're jumping in, man. There's a melee. There's chicks fighting. The DJ's bumping. Hey, poison. Hey, BBD in full effect, right? But we're getting BBD'd in that motherfucker. Boom, boom, boom. That means big black dudes hitting people. Everybody was fucking hitting each other, man. It was a melee right there. So anyways, my tia comes and gets us, right? I have to call her collection. What the fuck do you want? You're not having fun skating? You're not having fun skating? Hey, how about when you get here, I'm going to hit you in the head with a skateboard? How about that? Don't be calling me. I'm trying to do it my morning. It's hard for me to talk and gag at the same time. What are you doing, right? I said, Tia, man, Ricky shit on himself. No. Don't blame him. Don't blame him. I know you. You probably had chorro, and then you told him, here, let's switch boxers. You're weird like that. I said, no, Tia, for real. So she ends up coming to get us. She's yelling at my primos. You didn't protect them. They're little. Look at them. One's an asshole. The other one's a bitch. You got to protect them, right? So she's yelling. They're like, damn, Tia, it's not even like that, man. Ricky ran to a gang fight that didn't even involve him, and dude knocked the shit out of him. Literally. Whopping, right? So we end up going. My Tia wants to go talk to my other Tia. We go to her house, and they're kicking back there. And next thing you know, it's a fucking family function. Turns into a barbecue. Other family members are coming. Damn, it smells like shit in here. I'm like, that's Ricky. I'm blaming it on him because it really was him. Anyways, my primos are like, fuck that, man. We know we're them Southsiders. We're going to double back. I'm like, bro, it wasn't even them, though. It was the northerner who knocked Ricky out. Why do they always got to get shit taken out on them? Fuck them, because they started it, which they did. They did get off on the northerners first, right? So I'm like a young kid. I'm like, all right, let's go. Fuck it. Fuck it, Thanos. Poppin'. La primera lives, right? Ricky's like, Whopper, can I go? This was Ricky's first initiation into doing something. Okay. This was pre-Super Rick. This was Super freaky, wow, right? I mean, you just shit on yourself. Wouldn't you want to relax and just like air out? Febreze it? Something. There is no Febreze. Let's go to the Heezy and handle it, right? So as we're cruising through Modesto, boom, bam, 2 carloads. My primos, they're older homeboys. Like, I feel all fucking crammed in the middle. Like, damn, what am I going to do, right? Man, they pull up on these Southsiders, and these Southsiders get to fucking pulling out hammer fists. Boom, boom, boom. Everyone's fighting. And I ain't gonna lie, Ricky's like, whooping. And I sat in the car like, this is whopping. Right? I want no smoke. Hey, I got fucked up at the roller ring. Then I smelled shit in the roller ring. There's just something about, I got bad luck when it comes to roller ring shit, right? And so anyways, all this over a fight and a melee in the roller ring. And that's how it went down. So let me fast forward years later. Okay, we end up getting a little melee, whatever. Years later, me and Ricky are gangsters. We're both active. We're in the mix. Okay. And in the Bay Area, there's this roller ring. Well, I was staying in Newark at the time by San Jose. And there's a roller ring out there, man. And not in Newark, but in San Jose. And Ricky's like, whoopin', let's fucking go. Let's kick it, man. I want to kick it up there with you. So I went to pick him up, and I was taking care of my Theo at the time because he has Parkinson's and shit, right? And I was like, all right, Rick, fucking come through, man. You and Sheila. And Sheila's like, do they serve nachos? She had this thing for nachos for like a year straight. Like her mind would be like, she'd be like, I want Jolly Ranchers, right? For like a year. I got nachos, right? So she was fixated not on rodeo burgers. Like she'll still smack those, but she was like a nacho queen. Anywhere we went. Like we're at Baskin Robbins. Do you have nachos? Like the fucking white dudes, like the surfer dudes, like, dude, that would be a cool, he's a stoner. That'd be a fucking cool ice cream. You know what I mean? You have Rocky Road, you have Neapolitan, you have mint and chip, you have Oreo, and you have nacho. Yeah. Well, look, man, I'm nacho's dummy. We don't have them, right? So she's like, what happened? I want nacho. Ricky's like, what happened? They got nachos? I'll fucking take some of the active. We end up going to a roller ring out there in the San Jose area, man. And hey, unfortunately, there was a dude with the LA hat on. And it's funny that I see these LA hats now that they got the LA upside down, because that's exactly what Ricky did to this guy with his hat. He literally hit him so hard, the LA went upside down, turned his hat inside out. I seen his hat go and fly off. It was crazy. We weren't in the roller ring for like maybe 30 minutes, just chilling. I was getting something to eat with Sheila, of course, right? And as we're up there, my tia was actually up there with us too. We were all chilling like family. My tia was like, I want to fucking do a slow ski. I could do it backwards. Hey, put on that song, Achy Breaky Heart, because I'm about to achy breaky. Everybody's heart in this motherfucker right now. Watch out. Mijo, look how I do it. Look how I do my feet. I'm like, yeah, you don't even have skates on. No, I'm just showing you. This is called a prequel to how I'm going to do it. Once I put the skates on, she put the skates on, she's all over the place. You know what I'm saying? Because she had one cheek. My tia was born like weird. Like one cheek was bigger than the other. Not saying I was looking, but as a kid, fuck, it was there, right? So one cheek always seemed to hang a little bit further. Mijo, my cheek is taking me this way. It's taking me this way. She was different. So we're kicking back, and what happened was my tia was stumbling and bumbling. So Sheila's big ass, pancakey, her and my primo are trying to guide his mom, you know, around. They go around a couple times. She's having a good time. They're bumping music. Love, come down. Ooh, you make my love come down. And there's a dude with this old lady. He has a fat ass chain. I remember that's what I said. He had an LA Dodger hat on, but he had a fat ass medalla, right? And I remember seeing it like, damn, I want to take that shit. You know what I mean? And I could tell he's a Southerner. You know, you can see he had a little teardrop real close to his eye. And no one's tripping on him, though. There's Northerners everywhere, regular people, kids. And I think they're probably not tripping because it's a kid thing. Tell Rick that. Whooping? Man, that dude's fucking going by as Ricky and them are trying to go on the roller rink with his mom and kind of brushes my tia. My tia's, watch out, you stupid fucking son of a bitch. Right? My tia's crazy. The dude's like, what'd you say, bitch? Whopping. Didn't matter if it was north, south, east, west, green, yellow, blue, pink. Ricky said, Whopper! Mama! Mama! Mama, I will, right? Dear mama, baby, right? Anything that you can think that has mama involved, don't throw mama from the train. Mama, I killed the babysitter. If it involves the word mama, that's what went through Ricky's head right there. Mama! Right? And he rushed, man, and he hit that Southerner so hard that motherfucker's hat went like this. And fell. He fucked this shit up. Anyways, with that being said, look at this is how my hair looks. I'm all fucked up. See, I'm patchy. I'm going bald. With that being said, thumbs up or thumbs down. Heavy's going to be the head that wears the crown. I'm going to continue to strive, struggle, and strive for what I truly believe in. That's the betterment of all people. I got a banger coming up for you next. Right? Champion for Steel Angel. Grand prize? Well, you know what the fucking grand prize is. It's my one big ass cheek. Who wants it? You want it? Guy, chef. They had OnlyFans back in the days. I would have fucking raffled it off. Hey, I got one small cheek and one big cheek. Which one do you want? Right? I'm pretty sure you prefer that big one. You know, that's why I'm totally against BBLs. I don't need one. I got one BB and the other one L. I'm taking L's on this side, but this one is BB, baby. Hey, this is the gun. Bang, bang. I said bang, bang.